America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
It's episode number 77 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. Welcome into the program. I'm your host, Joe Parisi. As always, I have for you 3 rounds of very fast-paced pop culture trivia. In each round, there's going to be 7 questions with just 5 seconds between questions to think of the answers. At the end of each round, after that 7th question, I will go right back over everything you just heard and tell you all of the answers. The categories for today's 3 rounds will be movies for round 1, music for round 2, and television spin-offs for round number 3. And I'm going to tell you up front, the TV spin-off round has some, what I will call expert-level questions in it. There's some pretty deep cuts that we're going to get to, but it's a lot of fun, and we're going to learn some things. So, good luck to you. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1 is the movie round. Question number 1. Which Disney movie hit theaters first? The Lion King or Aladdin? Question 2. In the early 90s, this actress became known as, quote, the Noxzema Girl, as she would become the skincare company's spokesperson. On the big screen, she's possibly best known for her role in the 1998 film Urban Legend. Name the actress. Question 3. In the 1992 movie Ladybugs, Jonathan Brandis plays a character named Matthew, who dresses up as a girl in order to play on a girls' soccer team. What is the name he goes by when he's dressed as a girl? Question 4. A live-action Disney film from 1999. A Hawaiian teenage surfer is forced to move to Vermont after his father gets a job opportunity. In Vermont, he takes up snowboarding. Karate Kid 2 villain Yuji Okamoto plays the teenage boy's father in this film. Name the film. Question 5. This actor played Jacob Black in the Twilight series. In 2005, he played Shark Boy in The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl 3D. Name the actor. Question 6. Name the actor who, in Good Will Hunting, said the line, "Well, I got her number. How do you like them apples?" And question number 7. Name the actor who played Ishmael, the Amish bowling phenom in the 1996 comedy Kingpin. That's going to do it for round number 1. Let's see how well you did with these. Question number 1 was, which Disney movie hit theaters first? The Lion King or Aladdin? The answer is Aladdin. That came out in November 1992. The Lion King came out in June of 94. Question 2. In the early 90s, this actress became known as the Noxzema Girl, as she would become the skincare company's spokesperson. On the big screen, she's probably best known for her role in the 1998 film Urban Legend. Name the actress. That's Rebecca Gayheart. Question 3. In 1992's Ladybugs, Jonathan Brandis plays a character named Matthew who dresses up as a girl in order to play on a girls' soccer team. What is the name that he goes by when he's dressed as a girl? Martha. Question 4. A live-action Disney film from 1999. A Hawaiian teenage surfer is forced to move to Vermont after his father gets a job opportunity. In Vermont, he takes up snowboarding. Karate Kid 2 villain Yuji Akamoto plays the teenage boy's father in this film. That's the guy who was chosen in Karate Kid 2. Name the film. That is Johnny Tsunami. Question 5. This actor played Jacob Black in the Twilight series. In 2005, he played Shark Boy in The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl 3D. Name the actor. That is Taylor Lautner. Question 6. Name the actor who, in Good Will Hunting, said the line, "Well, I got her number. How do you like them apples?" That's Matt Damon. And question 7. Name the actor who played Ishmael, the Amish bowling phenom, in the 1996 comedy Kingpin. That is Randy Quaid.
Round 2.
Round 2 is your music round. Question 1. Kyrie eleison, down the road that I must travel. Kyrie eleison, through the darkness of the night. Name the band behind the 1985 single, Kyrie. Question 2. Chester Bennington was the lead vocalist of one of the most successful bands of the 21st century, a band that has sold over 100 million records worldwide. Name the band. Question 3. A hip-hop song from 2004 called Tipsy that peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Name the artist behind the song Tipsy. Question 4. This artist had a song called Glory of Love featured on the soundtrack of Karate Kid 2. Name the artist. Question 5. Hip-hop group House of Pain released 3 albums in the 90s before the lead vocalist decided to embark on a solo career. Name the lead vocalist of House of Pain. Question 6. This group of brothers had disco hits in the 70s called Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel, It Only Takes a Minute, and She's Gone. Name the group. And question number 7. This song from Boyz II Men spent 13 weeks in the number 1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100. It was released in 1992 on the Boomerang soundtrack. It was the most successful song of 1992 and the 6th most successful song of the 90s. Name this song from Boyz II Men. And that's going to wrap up our music round. Let's check those answers. Question 1 was, Kyrie eleison, down the road that I must travel. Kyrie eleison, through the darkness of the night. Name the band behind that 1985 single, Kyrie. That is Mr. Mister. That phrase, Kyrie eleison, means Lord have mercy in Greek. Question 2. Chester Bennington was the lead vocalist of one of the most successful bands of the 21st century, a band that has sold over 100 million records worldwide. Name the band. Linkin Park, Question 3, a hip-hop song from 2004 called Tipsy that peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Name the artist behind Tipsy. That is Jaquan. Question 4. This artist had a song called Glory of Love featured on the soundtrack of Karate Kid Part 2. Name the artist. That's Peter Cetera. That would be Peter Cetera's first hit single after leaving the band Chicago. It became a number 1 hit song. Question 5. Hip-hop group House of Pain released 3 albums in the 90s before their lead vocalist decided to embark on a solo career. Name the lead vocalist of House of Pain. That would be Everlast. Of course, Everlast found lots of success after House of Pain. Also, the DJ from House of Pain, DJ Lethal, he found a lot of success after House of Pain. He went on to become the DJ for Limp Bizkit. Question 6. This group of brothers had disco hits in the 70s called Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel, It Only Takes a Minute, and She's Gone. Name the group. Tavares. At question 7, this song from Boyz II Men spent 13 weeks in the number 1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100. It was released in 1992 on the Boomerang soundtrack. It was the most successful song of 1992 and the 6th most successful song of the 90s. Name this Boyz II Men song. It is End of the Road.
Round 3.
Okay, your third and final round is a television round, specifically about television spin-offs. And I'm telling you, there's some tough ones in there. So if you can go 7 for 7 in this round, you are an absolute legend. But we shall see. Question 1. Time of Your Life was an American teen drama that starred Jennifer Love Hewitt as Sarah Reeves Marin. It aired for 1 season on Fox from October 1999 to June 2000. This was a spin-off of what show? Question 2. The drama television series Young Americans debuted in the summer of 2000 and ran for 1 season. The show was set at a prestigious boarding school called Raleigh Academy, and the main character was named Will Krudsky. The show explored themes of forbidden love, morality, social classes, and gender roles. What show was Young Americans a spin-off of? Question number 3. The star character of this spin-off from 1987 is a character named Norman Bunce, B-U-N-T-Z, Norman Bunce, who had been previously seen on Hill Street Blues. Name the show about Norman's character that was a spin-off from Hill Street Blues. Question 4. The Cleveland Show premiered in 2009. It is a spin-off of what show? Question 5, getting into some reality shows. The shows Counting Cars and American Restoration were reality shows filmed in Las Vegas. They were both spin-offs from another reality show. Name the show these were spun off from. Question 6. Mork and Mindy was a spin-off from what other popular show? And question number 7. In what year did Baywatch debut? Here's your hint. It did not debut in the 90s. All right, let's see how you did. I told you these were going to be tough. Question number 1, Time of Your Life. It was an American teen drama that starred Jennifer Love Hewitt as Sarah Reeves Marin. It aired for one season on Fox from October 99 to June 2000. This was a spinoff of what show? Party of Five. Question 2. This one's got some weird history to it. The drama TV series Young Americans debuted in the summer of 2000 and ran for one season. The show was set at a prestigious boarding school called Raleigh Academy, and the main character was named Will Krudsky. The show explored themes of forbidden love, morality, social classes, and gender roles. What show was Young Americans a spinoff of? The answer is Dawson's Creek. This is a show that I think has mostly been forgotten, so if you got this one, good for you. The character Will Krudsky was introduced in the third season of Dawson's Creek as like a childhood friend of the group who had, over the years kept in contact with Pacey. They did this. They inserted Will into Dawson's Creek to give this new show a little bit of credibility and hopefully pull some Dawson's Creek fans over to watch. It didn't work out all that much. Interesting fact, though, this show, Young Americans, was created by Stephen Anton. You may not know that name, but you probably know that actor. Stephen did a lot of acting when he was young. He's the guy who played Troy in Goonies. Another weird thing I got to mention about the show Young Americans, Coca-Cola paid $6 million to be that show's primary sponsor. So while that show was on the air, it was on as, quote, Coca-Cola presents Young Americans. Isn't that cheesy? On top of it, Coca-Cola products are seen or mentioned in just about every episode that ever aired. Troy from Goonies. How about that? Question number 3. The star character of this spinoff from 1987 is a character named Norman Bunce, who had been previously seen on Hill Street Blues. Name the show about Norman's character that was a spinoff from Hill Street Blues. Beverly Hills Bunce. That aired for one season through 1987 and 1988. Beverly Hills Bunce. Question 4. The Cleveland Show premiered in 2009. It was a spinoff of what show? Family Guy. Question 5. The shows Counting Cars and American Restoration were reality shows filmed in Las Vegas. They were both spin-offs from another reality show. Name the show these were spun off from. The answer is Pawn Stars. Both of these shows starred guys who would frequently appear on Pawn Stars as experts. They'd be brought on to help value some items that somebody was trying to pawn or sell. My wife and I visited the Pawn Stars shop out there. The one time we went to Vegas, we took a cab ride out to see it, and nobody from the show was there in the store. But then like an hour later, when we got back to our hotel, we see the one guy, Chumley, at our hotel, hanging out with friends in the hotel's restaurant bar. And we got a picture with him. That's my big Las Vegas story. How about that? Question 6. Mork and Mindy was a spinoff from what other popular show? Happy Days. Mork, played by Robin Williams, of course, appeared in Season 5 of Happy Days. It was an episode called My Favorite Orkin that aired in February of 1978. It was such a hit, they rushed to get a Mork show made, and then Mork and Mindy debuted in September of 78. So it was just like a quick 6-month turnaround between Mork's television guest spot and Mork's own show. Happy Days actually spawned several spinoffs. Final question. In what year did Baywatch debut? Your hint? It did not debut in the 90s. The answer is 1989. It debuted on NBC in September of 89, and it actually didn't do too great right out of the gates. It placed 73rd out of 103 shows airing during that season. And also, like when the season ended, the production studio that was involved went out of business. So the show was just kind of dead in the water, no pun intended. But it was brought back like a year later. Some people believed in it. David Hasselhoff really being the champion for the show. They brought it back in first-run syndication. It then went on to become the most watched television show in the world, with an estimated weekly audience of 1.1 billion viewers, despite always receiving negative reviews. It ran as Baywatch, as we know it, all the way up to 1999. Then they kind of went through some changes. It was getting a bit stale. So they changed the setting and they changed out most of the cast. And then the show became Baywatch Hawaii. It was Baywatch Hawaii from 1999 to 2001. And then somewhere in there in the mid-90s, there was a spinoff, Baywatch Nights, that aired for 2 seasons. So there you have it, guys. An entire round of questions all about television spinoffs, and some pretty strange and obscure ones in there. But every once in a while we got to mix it up and throw some real hard ones your way. So that was it. I'll try to make the next episode a little bit easier for you. So this has been America's Pop Culture Trivia Show, episode number 77. My name is Joe Parisi. Thank you so much for hanging out. I got to give a plug real quick before you leave. I got to give a plug to my other podcast, The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. You can find it anywhere, The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. Google it or look for it on iTunes or Spotify. It's there. I just put out an episode that's been getting really good reviews, a lot of cool feedback. It's about the cultural significance of the song Ice Ice Baby. It's like a deep dive, 2-hour documentary. An hour and a half of it is an interview with DJ Earthquake. He was Vanilla Ice's DJ. He is an actual part of the VIP, the Vanilla Ice posse. He was in the hotel room when Suge Knight came in and may or may not have threatened to throw Ice off the balcony. Earthquake is also the guy who came up with the music for Ice Ice Baby. He was the one that took that Queen and David Bowie sample and put a beat behind it and all that. He's the one on the track that whispers, "Vanilla Ice Ice Baby." The guy shared some of the wildest stories. It was just such a cool little trip back in time to 1990, 1991. I think you guys will enjoy it if you're into this pop culture stuff. But what I do over the course of that 2-hour episode is I lay out a case, and that case is that Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby is one of the most important songs of the 90s as far as the impact that it had on things moving forward. Things like the music industry as a whole, things like fashion in the 90s, things like laws having to do with music sampling. It's an interesting listen. I would encourage you to check it out, the Ice Ice Baby episode of The Odd Podcast. It's available everywhere right now. Thanks again, guys. Take care of yourselves. I will talk to you again real soon.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show
with Joe Parisi.